Hello guys, Triptych here with another Fleet Ops game. The version is 327, the map is Final Frontier, and this is a 3 vs 3 top versus bottom. I know the players decided their teams, but I believe most of them randomed. So we've come across StarofFire, Master Prodigy, and MMartok up on the top as Romulan, Klingons, and Federation, and on the bottom we have Geoff the Tyrant, Funny Stuff Pictures, who's sitting in the same room as him, and Chips, the promising newbie. And in just a moment, we'll know their avatars. So let's take a look at. We've been talking about maps and how the relationship between balance and maps, and how sometimes we get concerned. Oh, people aren't expanding very much. But then if you look at the map, like the map doesn't have a lot of expansions. So we've been talking about maybe making some new maps. Honestly, it's been a while since we've had new maps. Like some 3 vs 3s or 4 vs 4s that are even bigger than what we have so far. But let's look at this one. So in this one you have your moon pairs, your home moon pairs. They're not actually that safe. These are pretty dangerous moon. Oh, he has a Federation ally. So, Star Master Prodigy going in Egen Rush, by the way. Oh, sorry, so your home moons aren't very safe, and your forward moons are a bit scattered. I mean, I like the way that they sort of form a perimeter. Oh, I remember now. I've seen this map. Yeah, so like 2 of the players are actually sort of bunched together, and their moons form like a perimeter. And then one of them on each side is like off on his own, but he has more safe. I mean, that's still a super long distance, so like short range ships can still raid this. But yeah, decently well defended base. And then down here, same thing. And then they have like a forward tri, but then a safe dilithium. So depending on your faction, like Borg need tritanium, so they're going to do it. It's interesting. After your first moon pair, or after your expansion, so your second moon pair, you got these rogue dilithiums and then 2 tritanium in the middle. I don't know if a lot of people would go for 2 tritanium. I think usually they would just load up on the dilithium and change their strategy to match. But that actually means that these home tritanium moons are pretty important, since it's very difficult to expand dilithium afterwards. And you got a pair of the moon pairs here. You'll see that it's actually closer to the single player than it is to the group player. Let's go for strategies now. In the top left, StarofFire. I'm anticipating this being Helev Romulans. Actually, I can tell right here. Yes, so Helev Romulans, Research Institute first, which is pure Griffins or Lavals, no Rians beforehand. Over here, yeah, it's going to take a while for that initial technology. See you in 5.5 minutes. But we have a Takroja Klingon for Star Master Prodigy. The E-Gen is a small size, medium range fight ship, very similar to the Cavort, except it has a special where it drops the scrambling drone, which disables weapons and engines on some nearby enemies. It's not super powerful, but like it's not a very powerful disable, but weapon and engine disables at all are very dangerous in this game, and you can have up to 5 of them, so you can stack the drones. And it actually sticks around for a while and does it again and again. Over to the right, I'm sorry for forgetting, MMartok. He is Mason Federation, going for a looks like fast warp in. I'm assuming he's already got chassis 1. Yeah, he's got the single monsoon, the signature monsoon, and he's making his way forward. In the bottom, let's remember this again. Okay, Geoff, Funny, and Chips. Geoff is an optimized Borg player. He is actually getting the 2 Scube 2 Probe build, which is the standard fast fleet that you can get for Borg. I think it was coined by Arash back in the day, many years ago. But with the 2 intercept Scubes and the 2 probes, it gives you just enough firepower to contend with most other early game fleets. And you get into a situation where like you have to get kills with an early game Borg fleet. Because in the beginning you have big chunks of damage and hit points, but as time goes on, your ships don't repair, the enemies do. So any battle where you don't actively kill an enemy ship is a lost battle for early game Borg ships. And 2 Scube 2 Probe is a good early force that will be able to fight the enemy, but then not too many collective connections. However, this build is going to prevent him from expanding early, and with such a long run distance, I don't know if he'll be able to do much damage. Although his opponent StarofFire is Romulans, and they have extremely weak miners, so it's likely he'll be able to get the drop on her. She may be wanting to go for a forward yard here to cement this position, but she's not going to have those resources for a while with her second Griffin starting soon. Or already started. Over here, funny stuff pictures. Also Borg. Also optimize. Okay, so these guys like to sometimes coordinate, seeing as how they're sitting in the same room, and who wouldn't? They actually have time to plan their fleet ops builds, nerds. So they are both going 2 Scube, 2 Probe, which is, so they're going for a very fast opener, and they're probably planning to combine their ships. Oh, did I forget to mention, there's also a wormhole from this guy to this guy. So I take it back. That makes the run distance way shorter between these two. Oh, that's actually very interesting. So that means, yeah, it's these two fighting, and then these guys are in a much safer position. And finally, Chips. He's been playing with us for a month or two now. Maybe even less than that. I don't know. And he is also... Oh, shoot, I wasn't checking. He is also Helev Romulan, and he's getting his second scout, and he's getting Laval's. Did I see one? Yep. And, oh, that might even be his third scout. He's doing a lot of scouting for his team. So here we see 1 scout cube, 1 probe coming in. I think that's going to be able to get back to repair. MMartok already getting a Starfleet command. So like once that comes out, depending on what you pull, it'll probably be very good against these Borg ships. Run distance is a lot longer for funny stuff pictures, but he's actually really moving his constructor forward, doing some proxy yarding there. Yeah, and we'll see these two come over. So when we get to 4 scout cube, 4 probe, so the intercept scout cube weapon does almost no damage to structures. So as a result, the moment a single platform comes up, it's really, they won't be able to do any damage. However, it does massive extra damage to small, which means them good at killing the freighters. I think this might have been a little bit of a premature attack. Yeah, MMartok's really got this dialed in. He's got his storage dock quite close to his starbase. He's got his yard opening right below it. Yeah, these guys don't have the firepower to kill these. A masterful defense, and now he's going to have a turret soon, although I don't know if he can afford to upgrade it just yet. Oh, did he just go for pulse? Yeah, a pulse platform. So a Mason pulse platform has 1 really strong pulse that fires every 5 seconds, not very often. It does have resistance to short range, so basically these guys can do nothing to this platform. And at this point, you see their hit points are so high, they can still keep fighting, and they might even get a kill on this freighter now that another scout cube's coming in. Yeah, so like, even with his best efforts to defend, these scout cubes can still get kills, which is very dangerous to him. However, he is about to get warp-ins. And there come the other ones. So, like, honestly, of the players this could have hit, I think it would have hit StarofFire and Starmaster Prodigy way harder, since StarofFire has the Romulan miners that just melt, and Starmaster Prodigy went for E-Gen first, which is going to greatly delay his shipbuilding. So, like, they picked the worst target they could have had. Oh, that's interesting. He must have placed it there, and it didn't place because of the station. So they're going to have to run now. Sorry, guys. It just has to happen. Yeah, so a very disappointing raid. I think they got a couple freighters. Oh, that one actually survived. They got like 2 or 3 freighters, maybe even more. Well, there's 3 remaining, so if he had fully saturated them, that would be 3 that they killed. Nope, don't let your auto-targeting happen. But they certainly would have done. They would have done more if they targeted these other players. And that's certainly using up all of their early resources. In fact, another scout cube for both of them, I think. So they're actually really committing to this. Now you see this guy, unfortunately, he will be regenerating. Well, no, he won't, because the Griffins are about to decloak and kill him. But he would have been regenerating for 5 minutes. Like, intercept scout cubes regenerate really slowly. That's the downside that goes with them having insane damage. Boom. Oh my, that's some lag. Oh yeah, this is taking a downturn very quickly. Let's see. The red one's Geoff. So Geoff the Tyrant did not continue moving his guys away and got jumped on by these guys. Funny Stuff Pictures lost his damage scout cube, and they have not done the minor damage they need to do. These guys, oh no, and if they jump through, there's griffins. There's griffins on the other side. Oh. However, there are Lavals, so we might be about to see a big rumble. I don't know if StarofFire feels like decloaking on this. No, she doesn't. So this Scout Cube Pro group are finally going to get some kills. They're going against Klingons, who have the toughest miners other than Borg, so... Oh, he just pops them right away. Yeah, I mean, they could. That's tricky, though. Yeah, so even with that, they're going to get a bit. I mean, they've stopped that Tritanium mining, but early game Klingons don't need Tritanium hardly at all, so they haven't really done damage until they take out some dilithium miners. And meanwhile, let's see, just how close are you? Oh, I stand corrected. Okay, that's interesting. So there is also the Vorcha. In Triptych's mod, I've changed it so that mixed tech units still require their regular tech requirements, so you can't use this to just cheese them out early. But in 3.2.7, you can totally cheese them out early. So he is getting the Vorcha. I believe this is the Federation mixed tech version. I think that's the only mixed tech one there is, which does extra damage to destroyers, which actually will do extra damage to the probes because they are classified as destroyers. So he's using this. He's hoping to get very quick Vorchas. I think they also have bonus defense. I don't know if that's faster than a battle yard. I mean, it didn't require the armory, which is nice. Oh. I mean, you can say that now because they didn't raid you when you had no ships. Like if you had 3 people on the top team, and I guess you know, it made sense for MMartok to be the more defensive one because he had this wormhole right in front of him. Like he knew you could say he was the most likely to be attacked. Oh, why are you going from again though? Like Starmaster Prodigy was so vulnerable in the early game. Like if that attack had hit him, he would have been crushed with no recovery. But now it's already too late because StarofFire has Griffins coming in, and these Vorchas will be unkillable by Scout Cubes because they take half damage from short range. We see a Dode. This Constructor's going to have to retreat. We do see Lavals out of chips. He's got the first upgrades. Unfortunately, the Pulse platforms have already been placed here because of the Scout Cubes, and they take half damage from short range, so the Lavals can't hurt them. The Lavals do extra damage to medium range, so they may do well against these Griffins. Haha, trying to kite. Maybe. Oh, careful. They might go into the shield reduction. Okay, what do we have over here? Geoff going Dodes. Funny Stuff going Dodes. You gotta watch out for the trap that is running many small Borg ships, which is like you're eventually going to get just outclassed. Oh, there's a Constructor. Geoff says, yes, I got one. I finally got one. Oh no. Run away. Run away. Run away, sweet child. Actually, you can really threaten that Griffin. But I don't know, like, even one dodecahedron for one Griffin is not a good trade because the dodecahedron costs you a lot more, and it costs collective connections. Oh no, don't use, and he uses the special. The special in this version is awful because it causes your ship to switch its targets up between the enemies. Even though, yes, it gives you a higher disable chance. Oh, nice, got an engine disable. But like, it's not good because it splits your fire over all of the enemies. So do not use axial assault in this version. Now though, Chip's coming in. He's got auto repair. He's got other things. The Griffins have nowhere to go because there's a blue nebula behind them. They might still kill a Dode, yeah, but they're all going to die. This is not a good place to escape. Oh, yep. Because And so here's the thing: if they were outside the nebula fully, which the AI considers like over here, then they would not pass through the nebula. But since they were here, the AI thought that they were already in the nebula and thought there was no problem with passing them into it when she gave the retreat order. So that's unfortunate. That actually puts the bottom team back in this game, since StarofFire now has nothing. Although I don't know if they're going to be shrewd enough. Oh wow, she's really forward expanding. Is this going to be a yard? Oh no. No, that must have been a misclick. No way she meant to build 2 yards here. I hope she notices. Or maybe she's just doing it to get the miners and then she's going to decommission the mining colony. Like, that's... You could do that. You'll lose a bit of money, but, like, the miners will make it back, so... That's an interesting strategy. If that's what she's doing. But here we... Yeah, so, like, with the Romulan fleet just gone... Uh-oh. Where is it now? Oh, there we go. Oh, and another constructor. The top team getting really greedy. Like, yes, you can beat them at home, but you can't beat them out on the field like this. So, yeah, like, little mistakes and missed micros like this are really going to put the bottom team back in it. We have, let's see now, they are going to, eventually they're going to hit a point where if they get decloaked on by a number of Vorchas from Starmaster Prodigy, they will just die. And it'll be really sad. Yeah, there's 2 of them now, and these are effectively unkillable right now. Even though they're switching into Dodes, like even the Dodes can't do that well because they depend on their damage bonus against small targets. Little freighter, don't know where it was sent. Maybe it was rallied there. It's not gonna make it. This mining base though. Oh yeah, she is decommissioning one, right? Yeah. Well, that's one way to build a mining base, I guess, because it costs like 300. But of that, some of it's the miner. And actual, so this station costs 200, 100. Oh, there it goes. And when you decommission it, you get 30% back. So you're really paying about 150 extra by doing it that way instead of sending them out from your home. But that will be paid for within like a minute and a half. So it's actually not that bad of an idea. Oh, that's unfortunate that got out. Yeah, these scout cubes. So now we're in an interesting place because the scout cubes are faster than anything on the top team. Man, those griffins build fast though. And here we go. MMartok has been gathering his warpins and building his monsoons. The Federal is beginning. He's still got extra money. He can build turrets. Yeah, he can build whatever he wants. Oh, they engage. That is an ill-advised engage. You did not want to fight that. You did not want to fight that at all. Maybe it was a missed micro or like an AI twitch or something. Because like, yeah, you'll do a lot to monsoons, but no, it's way too late for scout cubes to fight a Federal. Like, unless you have a crap ton of Dodes, which are resisted by the monsoons, like, you need a sphere for this. Oh, it's going back again. Is he actually ordering it, or is it mistakes? I don't know. But with that, like, that's the thing, is this very basic Fed fleet that really only cost him the initial investment for the Starfleet Command, which was all of his starting resources, but like, it can't be killed by anything from the lower team. Well, the Lavals could do okay, actually. They kill monsoons and they kill Excelsiors because Excelsiors take extra damage from support ships. And they kill Galaxies because they take extra damage from short range. And they're medium range. So actually, I take it back. The Lavals do very well against this. If your micro is on point. If you have really good micromanagement. Let's see what the mining situation is. So he's gotten his 4 dilithium. Did this get killed maybe? Starmaster Prodigy forgot those. So Chips has never really fully claimed his expansion moons. Funny Stuff Pictures doing it partially. He's got 1. And Geoff just now starting to. Oh yeah, he's got this one. Well, no, he hasn't got the node yet, so it's brand new. So like, even though, like, the top team are mining more for sure. And like this, this is so cheeky, because Geoff has been getting out through his wormhole the whole game. He never had a reason to fly this way. That's interesting. And because he never flew this way, now there's a repair yard here. Now there's a full extra mining. Well, I mean, three miners, not bad. She'll probably send more eventually, but she's still getting her home try. And yeah, 2 miners here. 2 miners get you about 90% of the income. Where is that? That's over here. No, it's not. Is it over here? Oh, Romulans. Well, that'll do it. Yeah, these Lavals are pretty fast, so they actually can probably raid and then escape. Once the Vorcha get there, they have to run, obviously. Uh-oh. What's going on? Oh, maybe it was just lag. You could still kill stuff, but you gotta kill it fast. Maybe use your Metaphysic Disruptor. No. You just... It's an important thing to learn timings. Like, if I raid this, how long will it take for reinforcements to show up? And your time is... Oh, that's still not bad. Man, Metaphysic Disruptor would have killed that. But your time is up. Like, it's time for him to show up. I think he's going to kill 1. Yeah, just the 1. But the rest get out. 6 Lavals. 4 Vorchas. And Starmaster's already... obviously running as many Vorchas as he can from here on out. So let's see, are any of the board players actually banking now? Okay, so Geoff is, oh, I thought he was banking, but no, he's getting extra connections because he can't spend them fast enough because he never got his, okay, there it goes. This is too late to be building probes though. Probes have very decent stats. Honestly, a probe is very similar to a Quebec. We got 1919-7. These are 1818-9, and just a very similar stat line across the board. But they're, I forget if they're more expensive or not. I think they're a bit more expensive. They have extra crew. The thing is, though, the fact that they can't repair is everything. Like, so past a certain point, probes just become entirely not usable. There it is. Okay. Funny Stuff Pictures is going for a sphere. We'll see in a minute which one it is. These guys are actually going to get a kill here, probably. Starmaster not realizing just how many Dodes there are. And there's a cloak detector. And there's Romulans. Now, one of the most basic tactics of fleet operations that people don't always get is teaming up. And this is a team up like the best of them. If anything, I think maybe Chips could have kept his guys cloaked and seen if the enemy came. But no, the enemy aren't coming to this. Starmaster Prodigy is going to go raid. StarofFire is also going to go raid. The Federation are over here. But I think like there's no reason for them to defend this. And this isn't very expensive, so like... it's not that big a problem. Now, Starmaster Prodigy losing his second constructor is because he has to rebuild that sucker. But, okay, the Griffin's retreating after killing a freighter, after killing a miner. It's expensive, though. The sphere is out, and it is a triple regen prime sphere. Good stuff, good stuff. It'll have a hard fight here on its own. Yeah, these guys, they can kill all the miners, but they can't kill the stations. The Lavals, I guess, can kill the stations, but they're not going for it. Okay, here they are. I was wondering if this would happen. Yeah, more and more. Now they're finally splitting up. Now they're coming over to raid the enemies that are actually vulnerable to raiding. So I'm afraid StarofFire's miners are going to die really fast. They have like half as much health as a Klingon miner does. Just because of the way defense values are exponential. So 13 defense is actually about half of what 18 defense gives you. You know, I would almost dive on that if I were you, Chips. Like, I would just use your auto repair. Like, yeah, you'll take a little bit of firepower. Although, there are 2 Vorcha there. I guess he can. They can bring in the Dodes. At this point, what do we have? Okay. We've got now Borg miners. Very chunky, very high defense. Not really yard repair, so they're in trouble. Now this, I think this sphere can chase off the Quebecs individually, but it can't win the fight, and it's going to have to run eventually, which is unfortunate. Down here, though, the Griffins decloak, and they use their sensor jammer, although they don't get good jams. They get like 1 Laval. That was not good jams on these Lavals. Now the Lavals need to go in. Auto-targeting is going on the probes, but that's actually okay. You know, the Klingon, or the Borg don't care if those die. Are we going to see... Oh, no. Weapons getting taken out. You need to... I wonder if Chips has these on just hide... Like, he needs to be using his specials. You need to be using your repair special and your damage special, because they're very effective early game at sniping things that would otherwise escape. Now, the decloaky scout is dead, so these guys will be able to escape. But at what cost? Oh, and yeah, 1 guy took a weapon hit. So it's going to die. So once again, StarofFire losing a lot. However, in exchange... Oh no, I didn't get to see what happened. Okay, the sphere just retreated. Funny Stuff Picture is about ready to get a second sphere, and Geoff definitely ready to get a sphere. What do we got over here? Oh, Chips is also having his mining raided. That's gonna die. Ooh, ranks for the Lavals. So now, Starmaster Prodigy has 1 moon pair. Kinda. StarofFire, because of this hidden base, is probably still okay. She was up to 3 moon pairs, well, 2.5, and now she's back to 1.5. On the right, though, MMartok is sitting... Well, okay, he's sitting on 2. Oh dear, more raiding. This is going to go poorly, although they can pull back to the Star Yard, but the thing is, these Dodes can disable your subsystems, yeah, and if you get a lucky engine hit, that's just a kill. No, don't run. Okay, there it goes. Yep, and if you get weapons, then it can't cloak. This is, yeah, even though he's sort of paying a probe tax, because the probes keep dying, like, the important things are the Dodes. So he's okay with paying that probe tax. Here. Who decloaked on who? Somebody decloaked. Oh no. Yeah, Funny Stuff went over to the danger side. Maybe he was trying to use the wormhole to get home. That's not going to go well though. Oh, and he's popping the special. So now they're not going to do anything at all. Popping that special is basically not shooting for 15 seconds. And now Geoff has these guys caught out here. Yeah, they're doing really well, but they have to run in case they get cut out. And that's what I was saying. Like, after a certain point, you hit the point where, like, the Borg early game fleet will just die so horribly. And especially if there's monsoons, if there's feds, because the monsoons just tank all of the adapter shots. So, yeah, they killed off the mining, but Starmaster Prodigy has retaliated. He's killed off a fair bit of Chips'. What is that? No, that's not okay. I didn't notice that earlier. No, you can't do that. That will not give you proper mining. You would need 4 miners on both moons, and you still wouldn't get full mining out of that. So that's running at a pretty heavy handicap, only having the 1 mining colony trying to mine out of both moons. I mean, I guess if you have 3 on each. Now, if you had 3 on each, your income would still be reduced from having 1 on both, 1 on each. I'd have to do some math on that. I don't believe it's good, though. Oh, hello. And now the other chip's decloaking again on StarofFire again. You really need to use that special though. And the repair special. Oh, okay, there's a repair. Yeah, StarofFire just getting really heavily teamed up on. But it's not enough. Because, I was talking about how much raiding the top team have lost, but the fact of the matter is the bottom team never built it. Okay, second sphere. Oh no, it's a beam sphere, you guys. I guess that's kind of flippant of me. Beam spheres are awful in 327. They are one of the worst balanced units in the entire game, and they are terrible, and building one is crippling. A beam sphere has about half the strength of a regular sphere. So by putting a single beam module, although in this case it's three beam modules on this sphere, it's basically crippled and can't do anything. Although it will take heavily reduced damage from beams, that is true. So like it will take greatly reduced damage from all these Vorchas and all the Griffins, like that is true. Yeah, it does make it very defensive. However, it does about the same amount of damage as a regular one, but divided between two targets, which means it only does half damage to each target. And then the second shot is randomly allocated, which means it does a scratch to a random other ship, which doesn't matter at all. So, tragically, it's like you have a sphere and a half. Geoff? Okay, I was about to say, Geoff has spent a lot of money. There must be something expensive coming up. There's a diamond. Diamonds can be very good, however, in this setting without the nanites and the transmission matrix, I don't think it'll be able to save them. So the top team, yeah, the top team have this in hand now, I'm afraid. And yeah, honestly, Funny and Geoff, despite being in the same room, I don't know if this is the most fair lineup now that I think about it. Starmaster, Prodigy, and MMartok, and StarofFire, with chips being quite new, especially to team games, because like even after you get good at, single, like 1v1s, you still have to get used to team games. Yeah, and these guys, they're killing miners, for sure. But I wonder if what they're losing is more valuable than what they're gaining. Honestly, oh wow, he is getting transmission matrix. It honestly all comes down to what happens with this diamond. If it's played super aggressively and successfully. But even that, it's just super risky. Because diamonds can be the strongest unit in the game, because they have decent speed, they can fly and shoot backwards, and they have the engine disabling nanites ability. So you try to chase down a group of diamonds and they disable you before you ever reach them. And you can just never get to them. And because their nanites disable cloak, you can't cloak up on them. Well, you can try. So sometimes if I have a diamond, I'll just cast nanites on the space around it in case they had guys nearby, because you don't want to be decloaked on. But as long as you can predict where they're coming from. So Chips has had a bit of income. I mean, I'd call it 3/4 of a mining base. For a while now, so that's not a lot. And Lavals are very expensive. But he has managed to rack up 8 of them. And there's the Dodes. Wait, what are these? Oh, these are intercept regenerate Dodes, not just double intercept Dodes. Which gives them a little bit less offense, a little bit more defense, and a regeneration bonus so small that it doesn't really count. 10% regeneration doesn't do anything. Wait, oh, okay, there's still a base here. But everything else is gone. Oh, look, a mining base that you can't hurt, because it takes 90% reduced damage. So, StarofFire, I think, StarofFire is taking a moment to rebuild her miners. All of her horribly crippled miners. And her fleet. Her fleet is pretty messed up, too. But with that said, that's okay because she'll be a threat if they don't, they can't finish her off. So eventually she'll come back. And of course here this comes, if he gets the special. Oh, he doesn't get the special because he would have needed armor for that. By the way, just to check on this. Refined disruptor. Oh, it doesn't say it. Okay, yeah. It is a defense bonus though. So yeah, the Federation Mixed Tech Vorcha deals plus 33% damage to destroyers, which is only really the probes. So the Lavals are like, I'm not touching that, and that's probably not the worst idea. However, this starbase is going to get killed. At this point, the top team are just doing cleanup with their combined fleet. However, the diamond is coming, and I hope nanites are already done. I hope you've already finished nanites. I haven't looked at this thing in a while, and actually, he'll be able to get another diamond relatively soon, even though he's only mining. Okay, no, he's mining out of 2 dilithium moons. So we have a beam sphere. Well, I guess 73, 64. Oh, you see, the regenerate sphere has lower defense, so it'll be targeted before the beam sphere. So even though the beam sphere has a bonus to resisting beam weapons, which is almost basically every single thing here, it won't get shot until the other ships are dead. Now the diamond is scary. 89, 73, 69. I think that's a full one. Let's see. Assimilation, beam, torpedo, regen. Yes, that's a full damage diamond, I'm pretty sure. So yeah. Well, actually, I can also check this. Yeah, 151 damage. That's a damage diamond. Oh no, but they're just gonna run away. What will you do? What if they just leave? What if they just take their toys and go home? Maybe they'll turn around. Even now, like, the monsoons are still very dangerous against this, though, because the diamond will shoot at the monsoons first, and it has a high miss chance and deals half damage to monsoons, so, like, it'll be tricky. Nanites? Do we have nanites? There's nanites. Now the danger begins. Still need to back up a bit, though. Oh, no, the monsoons are on it. Like hornets. I mean, yeah, the spheres can kill monsoons, but the regenerate sphere is getting killed faster than it can regenerate. Oh no, it's gonna die with energy left. Yeah, you gotta really dance on the edge of their vision to fight like this. And I'm afraid it's not enough. Everybody's flying and you see, oh, okay, got a monsoon. Nanites will be ready again soon. But sphere is going down. I will admit, it's surviving a very long time. Having half damage from beams is not bad here, but now it's too late, and they're gonna get the diamond. Honestly, it's doing okay. Like, they've killed a bunch of monsoons, but the thing is, the diamond and the spheres are worth 20 monsoons. You know, that wasn't what they needed. And even though they're going to have another diamond ready soon, maybe they should have held off, or I don't even know what the right answer there was. They would have needed extremely good micro to pull that diamond back. Like, the moment it touched on the edge of the enemy fleet, they needed to pull the diamond back and do the thing. And then, like, the spheres as well. And even then, it wasn't guaranteed that they would live. Now, I was going to say the Lavals weren't there, so he's going to go raiding. And he can raid all of this. Oh, by the way, Cloaky Defiance. Yep, Romulan mixed tech Cloak Defiance. But oh no, the Griffins are here. There is a diamond. Oh. Where's your constructor, dude? Get another one. Get a third diamond. Well, second diamond at this point. Get more diamonds. More diamonds all the way. Getting his holding beam. He got his extra damage. Yeah, there you go. I don't know if you'll get it online. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of too late anyway. But I do want to see 2 diamonds fight this. Nanites, 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 nanites. Before they turn. That way they drift into the starbase. Oh no, unless they just try to kill it. Oh, he saw it. He saw the diamond. Oh, a minute. Yeah, it's not going to last a minute. Can you upgrade your starbase? Yes, you can. He upgrades it all the way, but they're coming for that diamond. You're going to have to cancel it. So sad. Oh, right when the nanites were there too, like, because cloaked units take extra effect from nanites. It hurts them even more. Oh, and they're killing this one too. Yep, the double diamond death. Oh, they focused their fire, so this diamond can run. Better cancel, better cancel, better. So he loses the resources, and now they're coming after this diamond, which did not run far enough away. It needed to fly away. Okay. And with that, I think I'm going to stop my commentary for a little while and just let you guys enjoy the view of stuff getting blown up. And good game. Good game, everyone. I'll see you in the next one.